Now, this isn't some end all be all storyline. It takes us back to when Deku, Bakugo, and Todoroki were all training with Endeavor, and Endeavor is getting ready to head out on this big time mission. But because of Hawks' message to train up the next generation for what is to come, he wants to bring them along. However, they are to be tested before they can come along to make sure they're able to handle themselves. They're basically at the MIB because they have literal men in black wanting to assess how capable they are. And the test? Strike Endeavor one time. A very simple kind of thing. And since he's the number one hero, it'll show just how capable they actually are. But at every turn, they are held off by Endeavor. Bakugo tries to go in for a blast, Endeavor wards it off. Todoroki goes in with ice, Endeavor burns it. Deku tries to go in from behind because Todoroki tried to make a bit of a smokescreen. Endeavor predicts it. They try to rush him all at once, they are subdued. How nobody has some form of severe burnage, aside from, Todoroki, is anyone's guess, but that's anime fire for you. It normally doesn't burn like regular fire. And even the men watching over this are like, Endeavor? This was supposed to be a training thing. You're not supposed to be taking this that seriously. But this is Endeavor holding them in high regard for the most part, telling the men don't make light of them. At UA they have a motto from the West, go beyond, plus ultra. And all the three boys get right back up. And they actually start to form tactics to get one in on Endeavor. Bakugo uses his blast in order to switch direction and comes at Endeavor from behind. Shoto shows off his intense heat, and from within it out comes Deku, who delivers a solid punch to Endeavor's midsection. Now granted, it's all minor stuff. Bakugo wishes he had more time since it was only about 2 minutes or so, very few amount of minutes. I don't think they specify, I don't know. It's weird. But as the time limit runs out, Bakugo wishes he had more time. He feels like he would have been able to take down Endeavor. Todoroki feels that he doesn't have enough firepower. And Deku just nerds out over Endeavor and how capable he actually is. But they're allowed to go on the mission and are even given access to a room with various types of equipment. If you look closely at the panel where they go into the room, there's a straight up Iron Man armor in there too. But I love how Deku is nerding out over the suits, and it's just like, ooh, should I get one with a cape like All Might? Oh, but I'm not worthy of a cape, but I really want a cape. And Bakugo's just like, there's a friggin' stealth mission, man, no capes. And the mole would be so proud of Bakugo. But yeah, that's all the setup. That's how they get their new outfits. It's a stealth mission and all that. How they were allowed to be on it. Nothing really major for the most part. We always have little moments like this for these movies releases and all that to promote them. The one for the first one was probably the best because that was All Might's origin, his start when Nana died and all that. That was intense. Right before All Might went over to America. That was some cool stuff. The one for the second movie, the second movie is by far, I want to say much better, but it was a little bit better in certain areas. I enjoyed it in a lot of ways a little bit more than the first movie, but the upcoming story for that was pretty good, all things considered. It, counted on how it was Nine was the guy. How he was developing, up and coming, a little bit more backstory for him, but I feel like it could have done a lot more. With this one, it's real standard. Nothing over the top, nothing overly out there. They really want to milk the whole Endeavor agency situation, since the storyline really starts to become very like you can't really deviate too far without having it start to not make too much sense, especially considering where we are in terms of the manga. You'll have a brief moment between the last arc and this arc, but considering where things go for Deku, it's gonna be a little dicey. But considering this wasn't Horikoshi's artwork, it was still good nonetheless. I enjoyed it for what it was, and I'm really looking forward to the movie. Although I know a lot of people are really upset because with the second movie, it apparently took a lot of time away from the animators during the overhaul situation, and so a lot of the situation with Mirio and even some of the animation in terms of the showdown between Deku and Overhaul had to kind of be toned down, and a lot of people are still salty about that. And because of the fact that certain elements of the storyline for where we're at in terms of things got rearranged, we were supposed to focus on Shigaraki by this point, but we're focusing more on Deku, Bakugo, and Todoroki training with Endeavor in order to get ready for the movie. And some people are real salty about the direction they've gone with that. I don't mind it so much just because it's just like, dude, once we get around to it, it'll be fine. But you make it sound like it's not even going to happen. I don't know. Maybe I'm taking the situation too lightly. Let me know in the comment section below. Are you looking forward to this movie? What did you think about this little short story? Did you enjoy it? Or do you wish it was something a little bit more interesting? Do you think the movie's going to be bad? Do you think it's going to be good? Let me know your feelings, and if you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe for more. And until next time, I've been Duuz-Diz-Din, and I will see you later. Bye-bye.